Hey guys, here's to the last chapter of the story, and I'm sorry I sound like shit. Charles, Lizzie said, pulling Sally over the fence. Vincent ran around the mile ring. Where's Rascal? From up the horse she looked down at her brother. He was very small, and his face was very white with fear. I don't know, Charles admitted. I guess he got tired of I got tired of holding him, and he was being pretty good. But you were busy writing. But Cappy said I could tie him to the fence. He pointed near the fence post by the gate. I went to watch Maria riding in the other ring, and now he's gone. Lizzie could tell Charles felt awful. Aw, it's not your fault. Dustin and Cappy was at Charles' side. Don't worry, she said. Dad put an arm around his shoulders. We're gonna find Rascal. She looked up at Lizzie. I think our lesson's over for today. She said, want help getting down? Lizzie shook her head. That's okay. She knew how to dismount by now. She pulled her right foot out of the stirrup and slid off Sally's back. I'll bring Sally back into the barn, Lizzie said. Maybe Rascal's in there. I think he liked all the horses. Excuse me. Good, Cappy said. You look there, and Charles and I will start checking the other places. As she led Sally away, Lizzie found herself wishing she could hear Rascal's bark. It seemed as if the stable was the only place he was climbing. She hadn't heard him bark once since they arrived. If only he was barking now, they could find him. It took a moment for her eyes to adjust to the darkness of the stable. She led Sally to her stall. Wait here, she told the mare. We'll come back and get your saddle off in a minute, as soon as we find that naughty little puppy. She gently stroked Sally's neck and closed her stall carefully. She then went to headed down the aisle, trying to see if Rascal wriggled underneath the door for a visit. He wasn't with Lily, Jasper, Meeks, or Treasure. Sure. Or Jet. Lizzie listened to the booming sound of Sir Galdan's cooks, but the barn was dead quiet. What's going on? Maria asked, hurrying up the aisle. She was still wearing her helmet. Charles just told me Rascal is missing. Lizzie nodded. I checked in the stall, she said. She started walking fast towards the enemy child. Rascal had been interested in Sir Galdan before. What if he had gone to the big horse's stall? Why was the grouchy horse's stall still quiet? Maria saw where she was going. Oh no, she said. Don't tell me you think. I sure hope not, Lizzie said. Both girls hurried down the stall. Empty, Lizzie said. When she looked inside, Rascal wasn't there, and neither was Sir Galdan. Galdan's out in the paddock, kids, Lade said, coming up between them. I figured he needed some exercise, some fresh grass, since he was so bored. I wonder if that's where Rascal is, too, Lizzie said. The dog's missing? Wayne asked. He followed Maria and Lizzie as they ran outside and around to the back of the paddock. They arrived at the fence the same time as Charles and Cappy did. There's Sir Galdan, Maria said, pointing to the big horse that grazed calmly in the shade of a tall tree. And look, there's Rascal, Lizzie said. She couldn't believe her eyes. The puppy was lying in the shade right next to Sir Galdan's big hooves. He looked completely content and relaxed. Lizzie never seen him that way before. He's all tuckered down, Kathy said. I doubt he might get kicked, said Charles. I doubt it, Lane said slowly, but Sir Gowden was pretty happy to have him there. Lizzie thought you better call him anyway. Hmm? Right. Rascal, she shouted. The one thing the puppy she taught the puppy to do was come when he was called. Sure enough, he jumped to his feet and began to trot over towards the crowd at the fence, trailing his leash behind him. Sir Gildan looked at the puppy and then took one more nibble of the grass. He then trotted after Rascal. Lizzie saw Kathy and Lane look at each other in surprise. The dog and horse arrived together at the fence. Rascal jumped up and put both feet on the railing near Lizzie. He poked his nose through and gave her a lick on the cheek when she bent down to pick up his leash. Hi! Rascal was so happy to have his old friend. He wondered how she liked his new friend. This place was the best ever. Rascal had ever been here. He loved it here. He liked the girl again and thanked her for bringing him here. Meanwhile, Sir Junior gently nosing at the pocket Kathy's foot. Is this what you want, old fella? She asked, giving him a carrot. He took it gently. His ears were standing up as he neighed and nodded in thanks. Wow, Kathy said to Lane. I haven't seen him so happy since Pepper was around, Lane said, finishing his wife's sentence. Why didn't I realize he just missed his friend, that's all. That's why he was so cranky. Lane bent down to scratch Rascal's ears. You're a good little guy, he said softly. Lizzie looked at Charles with her eyebrows raised. He nodded. So did Maria, who understood what Lizzie was thinking. Go for it, Maria said in a whisper. Lizzie took a deep breath. You know, she said to Kathy and Lane, Rascal seems really happy here at the stable. He may never have great inside manners, but if he behaves well, he'll have plenty of room and lots of interesting things to do and see. Kathy nodded. Lizzie saw her reach out to take Lane's hand. Lane looked over at Kathy before he gazed down at the puppy again. So, Lizzie said, would you like to adopt him? She didn't even have to wait for an answer. She saw the smiles on their faces as they both knelt down to pet Rascal. The troublesome little puppy had found a home. The best home in the world for him. Lizzie felt a little tinge of sadness. Rascal may have been ahead of him, but she got attached to his cute, fuzzy face and his wild ways. Would she have to say goodbye to the puppies they always fostered? Would one of them finally come to say? Someday, Lizzie hoped that she, Charles, and the Bean would have a dog of their very own. But for now, she was happy that they had found the very best place for Rascal. The end. That was such a great story. I love dog stories, but I also love horse stories, so our next read-along is Princess Ponies, A Magical Friend, coming October 12th.